You need to be really careful and make sure you follow the instructions really carefully. So, it says use a pencil to map out the sections below. Follow it step by step. Shade the sections using 2 or 3 tone shading and add a 3-dimensional quality to the drawing. I'm going to do this task first with a pen, then I'll do it on a separate piece of paper with a pencil, and you can see the 2 different effects. But the key thing is that you follow these step-by-step images here. Now, I know many of you have already attempted this, but very few have been able to show the op art effect. So you want to start with a little kind of teardrop shape in the corner and draw similar size shapes around it, like that. So then when it gets larger, you can just go into one of the little sections and left by the shape and continue there. With this one, I will also try and alternate the size, the thickness of the line by using a thicker marker. I don't know how the overall effect will look, but I thought we could try that out because I spoke about that in the previous video. So let's see. Now feel free to get creative with the equipment you're using, but make sure you're following the level of detail and the instructions on the box there. Now, when you have sections like this, where there's no obvious place to start, you can just start in one corner and fill in the best you can. Okay, now in this example, I'm going to show you how you can use shading for the same task. So you start off exactly the same way, using the tear shape pattern. We can start to shade the sections to add a 3-dimensional quality to it. So starting from the bottom, you can go from dark to light. And remember, you can do this by using pressure, so press hard to get a lighter tone and lighter to get a lighter tone. So hard for a darker tone and lighter for a lighter tone, and try and work on your gradients. That'll give it a really optical illusion effect, and you'll see as I go along how that will turn out. Right, with this example, you can see how I've been able to use dark tones to emphasize areas, and I've tried to include highlights on the edge of each loop to give a little bit of focus. Now you can see how I could be quite creative with this layout. I could continue to fill the whole section in. However, I thought the composition here was quite interesting, but do feel free to have a bit of fun with what kind of a shape you produce when you're working with this optical illusion, if you're using the shading technique here. Also remember to have a really sharp pencil. As you can see, I've had to sharpen my pencil quite a few times making this. And make sure you have a wide range of tone. Those of you with your knowledge organizers, you can see there's a value scale in your knowledge organizer. Try and make sure you get all 9 value scales on your work to give it that realistic effect, and that will give you effective optical illusion. Do make sure to send me your work. It'll be lovely to see how you're getting on, and try your best to get a wide range of tone.